Well, welcome back. The holidays are a time of joy and community, but for many with food allergies, it may come with high risk. Experts say allergic reactions become more likely when routines are disrupted. So think family gatherings and holiday celebrations. Joining me today is Dr. Alan Lieberman with Austin Family Allergy and Asthma. Dr. Lieberman, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So let's start by talking about why holidays in particular can be a dangerous time for people with severe food allergies.
As an allergist, this is the time of year we worry about the most because you figure all the holiday seasons, you go from Halloween to Thanksgiving to Christmas, everything involves food and gatherings, and it's all about the food with all these holidays. Particularly everywhere you go right now, you see holiday cookies, and any one of these episodes could be very, very dangerous for our patients who have food allergies.
A lot of foods that maybe you wouldn't normally eat. How should people approach food allergies during the holidays?
People have to be really careful. We think of this as like a minefield every day where you have to navigate this landscape where there's all these potential food allergens. And so the most important thing is plan ahead and be vigilant. Because when people let their guard down, they don't read all the words on all the labels all the time, that's when bad episodes happen. So this is particularly, like I said, everything involves food now. So people just have to be really, really extra careful, read all the labels. And if a food doesn't have a label, they should probably pass and not eat that food.
Are there certain food allergies that you see most commonly this time of year?
Yeah, actually, because of all, I mentioned the cookies. So how many cookies have nuts and peanuts? And a lot of times the allergens can be hidden. Like we have so many people, they'll react to a cookie that had walnuts and they'll say, well, it didn't look like there were nuts in there, but they're so finely ground up. Or sometimes cookies can be touching another cookie that has, say, peanut butter on it, and it becomes a cross-contact situation. So by far, the biggest risks we see are with peanuts and tree nuts, but milk and eggs are in a lot of things also, and we see a lot of patients allergic. So I would say those are the top four.
Yeah, my nephew has a peanut allergy as well, so I know we're always looking out for what could be in what types of foods. What are some preparation tips that you would recommend for families?
Well, like I mentioned, like people just have to be extra vigilant, read all the labels. If you go into someone's house, call up in advance, find out what food's being served so you can take precautions. And we always recommend carrying 2 epinephrine devices at all times. And the reason you want to have 2 is in case the first one doesn't work correctly or in case you use it incorrectly, you always have a second dose available and you have to be ready to use it. And the big problem we see right now is that a lot of people just don't want to carry their epinephrine because the old type of EpiPens were very, very large and bulky. But there are actually some new devices. There's a smaller device called an AviQ, and there's some other devices, a nasal device. And these smaller devices are much easier to use, and they're just easy to carry. So really, people need to carry their devices with them at all times.
And Doctor, we have a few seconds left, but anywhere people can go to just get reliable information and resources about allergy safety?
Yeah, the Food Allergy Network, foodallergy.org, is by far the best online information source because you're right, there's a lot of unreliable information out there. And the Food Allergy Network really, particularly this time of year, how to stay safe. So any questions would be answered on that website.
A lot of great information to stay safe this holiday season. Doctor, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.